Why do I have to bargain my pussy for you to decide if you want to be with me or not?
So at the end of the day, it's the behaviors of men again ruining dating and ruining their chances with women.
So this guy canceled our date because I didn't want to cancel my Monday evening yoga class for him. Like 2 hours later, and he was like, the fact that you won't cancel your class for me is like kind of crazy, and I don't think this is gonna work out. And I was just like, okay.
This is why I don't pay attention to men. I don't listen to men when they try to talk about like how promiscuous women are and all that stuff and how women need to choose better or whatever the case may be, because I know in reality, you guys don't want women to actually do the things that you claim you want them to do. Um, if women were to use their discernment better or whatever you want to say, they wouldn't deal with probably 90% of men, 80% of men. I'm just being honest with you. That's not to say women don't use their discernment. I think women they just go, but I want to be with somebody. I think a lot of times that's really what it comes down to. It's a physiological thing to want to be in relationships and to, whatever, right? Like to have a partner, be in a partnership, whatever, get physical with a person, lay down with a person. Like, I think a lot of times, women get in relationships with men because of that, like that overriding factor. It overrides their better judgment, their discernment. A lot of times, I could be wrong about that, but that's what it seems like, because men are just not, I mean, like the vast majority of men are not worth being in relationships with for women. Just let's be real. 80, 90% of men just like should just be like persona non grata. But men will run around here and be like, oh, it's a whole culture, it's 304 culture, these hoes is wrecking the game. No, because when the women chose the bear, y'all got mad. And when women choose themselves, y'all got madder. Y'all got madder when women chose themselves and when women choose themselves.
This guy made a video on here and he was like, he's single because he doesn't want to fuck. And then he followed that up with, like, people don't want a relationship with you unless you're willing to fuck for it. And that just, like, I agree. Because that just feels a little too close to, like, not even a little. It just feels like bargaining. Why do I have to bargain my pussy for you to decide if you want to be with me or not? I just don't want to do.
Hold on. It's because you don't have to bargain your body for them. You don't. That's not what it is. They only want your body, though. They only want your body. That's the thing. They only want your body. So if you fuck them, they won't be in a like it like if you fuck a man on the first, like I'm saying, ask the average man, are you more likely or less likely to get into a long-term relationship with a woman that lets you fuck her or have sex with her or whatever the case may be, like way before you guys getting into a committed relationship? So let's say that it takes you 6 months to get into a fully committed relationship, right? A monogamous relationship. But the woman lets the man sleep with her in week 2. Are you more likely, ask that man, are you more likely or less likely to get into a committed relationship with that woman? The answer overwhelmingly would be less likely. Less likely. I'm less likely. I'm less likely. Right? So what you're saying is, essentially, as a man, you want women to be promiscuous. You want women to be promiscuous because you punish them, right? When they're not. In your mind, you're, I'm not choosing. I don't want to be with her. I can't, no, she ain't even giving up the draw. She ain't giving up no cat. She ain't giving up no chocha, no vagina, right? That's what most me, again, these are things that I know about me. I know. You can't lie to me. Now, me personally, I never subscribed to that personally. I promise you, I never did. I didn't. If a woman let me sleep with her on the first day or the 50th day, it didn't matter to me. It never did. Like that song, the right before Prototype. on Love is the Love Below album, right? With Andre 3000, when he said, when he was like, you know, he was having that monologue, right? With God, or he was having that monologue, like they woke up or whatever. And he was like, I'm gonna paraphrase, but he pretty much was like, yeah, like she gonna think I think she a hoe because she let me hit in one night, but that just let me know that she know what she want in life. That's how I've always felt. Like I was like, I don't give a fuck if I want to sleep with you and you want to sleep with me. How are you the problem? You see what I'm saying? So I never like understood that, but talking to men, damn near every fucking man I know, but like bought into that idea. Like she let me fuck on the first night. She ain't the girl for me. I don't want no woman. I don't, like Pac said, I don't want it if it's that easy. Blah 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 blah. Right? Like I was always like, well, why not? Shit, I want to fuck. You want to fuck. They ain't got nothing to do with us being in a relationship. You know, we could be fucking and then figuring out if we want to be in a committed relationship with one another. You know, but the vast majority of men base the value of the woman on how fast or how slow she lets you sleep with her. And women know that. That's like that's what's going on here.
My pussy for you to decide if you want to be with me or not. I just don't want to do that. And I used to be someone where I was like really pro casual sex. Like have it, you don't. Like you're an adult. If you want to have sex because you want to or you feel like it, then you can do that. You don't owe an explanation. I personally don't subscribe to that. I don't want to have casual sex anymore. I don't want to have sex until I'm in a committed relationship with someone. And some people are going to be like, oh, you can't buy a car without test driving it. You can always teach someone how to fuck. It's just not that serious. Like, it's not the end of the world if somebody is bad at sex.
And again, the thing about fucking, right? It ain't even about learning how to fuck or whatever the case may be. The best part about fucking is who you're fucking. It's who you're fucking. It's really hard to be like, if the person really likes you and you really like them, every time you fuck is going to be exciting. Even if your stroke game ain't as good as the nigga that got a 13-inch anaconda or whatever the case may be, fine. But there was no connection there. There was no connection there. He just fucked better than you. Like physically, I'm saying. Physically fuck better than you. But emotionally, he didn't fuck better than you. You can emotionally, quote unquote, fuck a woman. Women emotionally fuck men. You know what I'm saying? The best coochie is attached to the person you like the most. You know what I mean? Like, let's be for real. So I don't mean no, yeah, man. Men just are, we all fucked up. I ain't gonna even hold you.
It's the end of the world if they're insistent on being bad at sex. But someone being or bad at sex, you can teach them. But that is not what this is about. I don't subscribe to casual sex anymore because I don't want to have to fuck for you to deem me as worthy of being in a relationship with you. I don't want to have to fuck for your commitment. I don't want to have to fuck for your respect. I don't want to have to fuck for your attention. I don't want to have to fuck for your affection. I don't want to have to fuck. Period. Like, I just don't want to do that. And this is frustrating because I get horny. I want to have sex sometimes. Having to just acquire an immense amount of discipline to refrain from casual sex, especially with someone that I really do like, simply just for the sake of my sanity and my self-esteem, I'm just gonna have to do that. I'm just gonna have to. Like it's just so, I don't want to keep falling into this pattern where I have sex with someone that I really do like and it makes me feel really bad. Like it makes me feel like shit. I don't want to have sex that makes me feel bad about myself. I don't want to have sex that feels like an obligation. I don't want to have sex that makes me feel like I'm bargaining for something. That just doesn't feel fair. So Excuse me, but I'm about to be a real uppity ass bitch.
So at the end of the day, it's the behaviors of men again ruining dating and ruining their chances with women, right? Because what do you think she's talking? I mean, she's not saying it, but she's saying it in so many words. Because what's gonna happen after she sleeps with the man? What is he gonna do? Act weird, ghost her, be inconsistent, shit on her, just come around to fuck, so on and so on and so on. He's not gonna respect her, right? Because men are taught not to respect women who sleep with us, even though we want to sleep with them. And it just fucking mind blowing when you really unpack that shit. It's crazy. But that's what she's talking about. Men constantly are ruining dating over and over and over again.
So this guy canceled our date because I didn't want to cancel my Monday evening yoga class for him. The class that he knows. He knows I don't play about this class. He knows how special this class is to me and how important it is to my routine. It's a heated yoga class. I love the instructor. It's on Monday. I feel like it just sets the tone for my week perfectly. I love the class. And he knows for my other classes, Pilates, cycling, whatever, I'm good with, I can move things around. I can switch things around. I have no issue with that. But for this specific yoga class, I don't play about. So I told him, I was like, I'm free any day this week except Monday evening because of yoga. I'm thinking he knows this. We talked about this before. And he's like, dang, Monday is really the only day I have free this week. I was like, damn, that's really unfortunate. I was like, dang, for real? I'm kikiing. I'm like, dang, for real? Whatever. I'm thinking we'll just figure it out. It's fine. He was like, yeah, I'm busy all week. Monday's the only day that I have free, And then, I'm flying out. He's going to be out of town next week from Sunday through Thursday. I'm like, dang, okay. I was like, dang, man. Okay, well, I hope you have a good week. Safe travels. I'll see you next Friday, baby. Okay. I didn't say it like that, verbatim, but I basically said something along those lines. I like him. I was getting to the point of liking him, but I didn't like him enough to cancel my class for him. I'm sorry, y'all. He's a cool guy. He's handsome. He's great. But this, we've gone on 2 dates. I think if things progressed, and, we started to if things progressed into something more serious and I really started to like him in the future, I would have no issue canceling a yoga class for someone that I really care about it. I do it plenty of times for my family and friends, but mind you, I've known this man for 10 days. Where'd I leave off? Okay, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll see you next Friday. Safe travels. What do you have going on this week? Why are you so busy? I'm just chatting. I'm trying to change the subject a little bit because, I don't know, I'm starting to feel there's a little tension in the air, in our text messages. So I was trying to change the subject and just ask him about what he's got going on this week that he's so busy for. And maybe things can be moved around, or I don't know, whatever. And he's like, work stuff, whatever, great. Love a busy man, no issues, like I said. And then I didn't respond to his text because he said that he was just gonna be busy with work and stuff. He didn't really add anything else to the text. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just text him later. And so he double texted me 2 hours later, and he was like, the fact that you won't cancel your class for me is kind of crazy, and I don't think this is gonna work out. And I was just like, okay. I didn't say anything. I didn't heart it. I didn't like it.
This one, okay. Communication. And I'm not the relationship police, but I've been talking about how men are afraid to be vulnerable, right? And he was almost there, but I feel like this is what instead of that being the response because his feelings were hurt, I feel like he should have been vulnerable in that moment and just told her, my feelings are hurt I feel like you're not as committed as I am, because I would cancel something like that for you. I think, to be honest with you, I understand that it's important to you, but I do feel like I'm more committed even early on than you are. And that's kind of a red flag. Do you agree with that or not? Or something to that effect, give her an opportunity to explain it, right? And just have the conversation instead of being like, oh, that's a red, you know what I mean? You could say it's a red flag. I don't think it is, but yeah, to me, it came down to him not wanting to be vulnerable. So he told her half of it, basically he was like, yeah, it hurt my feelings, but I'm gonna cut you off. As opposed to being like, it hurt my feelings, let's walk through this. Because then he would have to explore his feelings more and more and more and more. And he didn't want to do that. And that is a lot of the reason why the relationships don't get off the ground when it comes to dating, because men, again, from the very beginning, don't want to be vulnerable.
Respond. I just left it as it is because I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not going to, I don't know. This is my life. I'm in a really selfish time in my life. And I don't think that me being unavailable on a Monday evening is that serious for someone you've known for 10 days. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Am I being a bit of a selfish bitch for not wanting to cancel my class? I don't think I am, but I will take any constructive feedback. Don't call me a selfish bitch though, because I'll come for you. I told one of my homegirls about it and they were completely understanding. And they were like, girl, yeah, no, I'm not gonna she's really into like cycling and stuff. So she's like, I would not cancel my Thursday cycling class for nobody, not even my own mother. So she is more strict than me, y'all. I'll cancel a class for my loved ones, of course. And then one of my other friends, she was like, kind of like, girl, like, just cancel the class. You're there every Monday. Like, what are you going to miss? I was like, you're missing the point.
Again, I'm not here to tell her she should cancel the class or not. I can understand though, I can understand both sides. To me, the discussion isn't if she's right or wrong. I think there is no right or wrong here, right? It's completely subjective. I can understand why he would be turned off by that, because to him, he might be willing to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I would cancel the class and go on a date with her because I like her this much, right? Understandable. So now his feelings are hurt, or now he's feeling like maybe I'm a little bit more committed than she is. And then her being like, she's calling it a selfish place in her life. I don't even know it's that, but she's just like, yeah, I'm just not willing to cancel this class. I really love this class. This is something that is very fulfilling to me and I need it. I really, really need it, right? I need this for my mental health, for my physical health, blah, 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 blah. And he's not, again, to me in this particular instance, he's not being understanding at all about where she's coming from. And I think she could understand where he was coming from had he articulated it better. So that's why I'm saying, really, to me, with this, it's more of a red flag on him because of his lack of communication. That's what I get from this more than anything. It just shows that his communication is kind of off to me. But at the end of the day, it's men we just be finding ways to fuck up relationships. And to me, I don't think anything's unreasonable within 10, like meeting somebody within 10 days. I don't expect you to do anything for me meeting me within 10 days. I don't. Even if I would for you, I wouldn't expect that out of a person. Listen to what I'm saying. 10 days, a 10-day-old relationship. I don't expect you to do anything for me. Nothing. It's not a red flag if you don't. You could still end up being my wife and never have and don't cancel something or move a plan around or whatever because we've only been knowing each other for 10 days. That's what I'm saying. But that's me. But I can understand a person feeling some type of way. I just want them to articulate it better. That's it.